Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Wonders of His Word. I hope you're all doing well. Even today, what I'm going to share with you is inspired by my little nephew Philip. Now, 2 weeks ago, when I was not feeling well, he came into my room and he told me, I'm going to pray for you and Jesus will make you better. And I said, oh really? And he said, yes, because Jesus is stuck in my heart. And I was so amazed because not only did this 6-year-old boy say something that I've never heard before, but he also truly believed it. We've heard so many people say, we ourselves say that Jesus lives in our heart. But this little boy, he said, Jesus is stuck in my heart, which had a whole different meaning. It changed my perspective because as I see how this little boy lives his life, he lives his life just as if he believes in his truth, that he is so confident that Jesus is really stuck in his heart. Because even if he's having a bad day or he's so sad, he goes into a room alone and he begins to speak loudly. And it might be something silly, like that he dropped his food from his lunchbox at school, or that his little sister is not sharing his toys, is taking his toys from him. He would go to the room and speak loudly, and when he came out, I would ask him, Philip, whom were you talking to? And he'll say, I was just telling Jesus that I'm so sad. And even if as a joke I tell him, Philip, I'm so scared, can you come with me? He would always tell me, don't worry, Jesus is with you. And this little boy, the only reason anything he faces in his life, no matter how insignificant, he would bring Jesus into the picture because he truly believed that Jesus was stuck in his heart, that Jesus was one with him. Oftentimes, as adults, as Christians, we also believe that Jesus lives in our heart. But when we go through difficult situations, when we have problems, when we have mountains before us, we don't know how to handle the situation because we don't fully understand how Jesus is stuck in our hearts, or we are not confident in the fact that the Creator of the universe lives within us. But this little boy, he took all his problems to God. If we could also do that, if we could look at sickness in the face and say, because Jesus is stuck in my heart, when I pray, things will change. If we could look at our fears and say, no, Jesus is within me. He is by my side, so I will not be afraid. If we could look at all the difficulties in our life and say, I'm not going to be discouraged by this, but I'm going to take it to Jesus. If we can say those things, our lives would turn around. If we can have that childlike faith and believe that Jesus is really stuck in our heart, that nothing in this world can change that, then all the miracles that we need, we will begin to receive. This is what Paul says in Romans 8:35. He says, who can separate us from the love of Christ? Is it persecution or tribulation or famine or sword? No matter what we are going through in life, nothing can change the fact that Jesus is stuck in our heart. Nothing can pull him away from our heart. And even though he's such a great and mighty God, even though he loves the entire world and holds the world in his hands, he is still stuck in our small human heart because of how much he loves us. And that means today we have access to freedom, to victory, to healing, because Jesus is stuck in our heart. And just like Philip, if we can also have that childlike faith and say and think about the fact that Jesus is stuck in my heart and I can do all things through him, our lives will begin to change. Amen. I hope this message has blessed you. Make sure you like this video and share it with your friends. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you.